Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and I have a different kind of video for you today. As you know, I am a free-to-play player, and I have a strategy to share with you how to farm refills and revives pretty much infinitely. Now, this strategy is not some hack. It does involve your time, it does involve patience and diligence to do it properly and most effectively. But the strategy that is involved is very efficient, and you can get the items that you need to finish content that requires refills and or revives. So let's get into it, and we are going to have a giveaway as well. So make sure to stick around for the details on how to enter that. We have some cool stickers and items from Cat Murdoch that I had recently got that I'm going to share with you, my viewers. So quickly, let's start out with the basics. So there's two extremes of how you can get revives and how you can get refills. The one extreme that I am not on is the money side. The other side is the time side. So with money, you can be a whale, you can buy units and get however many items you want. On the time side, you can grind the game, enjoy it, hopefully, and get the items. But sometimes you don't want a few, you need a lot to go do Abyss or Labyrinth or some crazy Summer of Pain content, whatever it may be. So you can either pay money and get that, but how can you grind it effectively? Let's talk about that. So first up, one of the most important maps in the game is Chapter 5.3.6. There are essentially 3 paths to care about. Here I have it labeled Path A, which goes down to Red Hulk and all the way around. That is your revive path. The 2 top paths, Path B and Path C, that go through Ronin, those are your energy refill paths, full refills. The other 2 paths, they have small refills, but they don't really come into play with how to do this effectively, because those 5 small energy refills, you actually have to complete the whole entire map to actually put those into your inventory, while the revives and the energy refills, all you have to do is reach it, grab it, and at that point you can either exit and have that item to use, or you can do a restart and get other items that may be on the map, or finish the map and respawn it. Now 5.3.6, you might say, oh, what about 4.1.6, or there's some other chapters in Act 4, there's other chapters in Act 5, there's some variants and stuff. You say, oh, those are easier, you can auto fight those and get those. That's great. If you want to do that, go do that. But let me tell you the most efficient way to do this, to have it infinite, okay? Pretty much infinite. I will tell you, and I will show you examples, multiple examples. So this is the strategy. 5.3.6 will almost always yield a refill or a revive. Now there will be occasions where the map will come up and there won't be any of those, and there'll just be small energy refills on those side paths. You can do those, but those are the longest paths. Or you can just go down through A, which is the shortest path, and just respawn the map. But I will tell you, the amount of refills and revives that this map spawns is by far more efficient than any other map to infinitely farm. Now you might be asking yourself, what do you mean by infinite? I'm talking about not needing to spend any units to do the energy and to accumulate massive amounts of refills and revives. So this map is self-sustaining, but there is a strategy to be able to farm this map to give you the items to still do other content in the game, which includes auto-fighting some of those easier maps that can get you quick revives. So while I'm talking about this, I'm going to show you there's 33 spawned maps, and it will show you how many items that I'm getting from each map that you have the possibility to get. So I'm going to be playing that in the background, but let me explain to you how to use this map to still do other content in the game. So as you may know, there is a daily solo event, and there is hero use, level up, arena, and event quest completion. Now, many throw out event quest completion as an invalid event to get to those final milestones, and they don't really take it seriously, but normally they can get the unit and the revive milestones for the other 3. But I will say, with using this Ultima Farm strategy method, you can achieve that solo event milestone every 4 days without having to use any units. It is possible. So how you want to do this is, you can see that when there are different maps, you're going to get refills spawned in different areas, revives spawned in different areas. Normally I'm not going for the revives a lot because I don't need them generally. The refills will allow you to get more revives though. So you always want to get the closest item on the map. Let me repeat that. This is probably one of the most important things when you're doing this farming strategy, because you want to use the least amount of energy to get the most items. So you want to get the closest items on the map first. If there are multiple items on the map, you want to get the closest item first. You want to use the least amount of energy to get that item, and then restart the map, and then go get the other pass. So you can see, like, there's a refill right there at the beginning, there's another refill, and then there's a revive at the bottom pass. So you would ideally want to get the refills and then restart to the bottom path. So you can see here there's no revives, no refill on the left side, there's a refill on the right side. You'd obviously just do the refill path and then respawn the map, and you'd get this, and you check it out. We see we got 1 revive down there, and then we got 2 refills. So again, you can, depending on what you want, sometimes you'll skip the revives and you'll just get refills. Now, why would you do that? So the refills allow you to complete the event quest completion every 4 days to the final milestone. It also yields more energy than you actually use. So the amount of energy that I'm using is just the daily energy. So every 7 hours you can get a full refill of energy. I'm using that constantly, 3 to 4 times a day to hit this map. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to quickly do it and complete it. And then over 3 days you accumulate a lot of refills, revives, and you can complete all of the event quest completion. Now, event quest, you might say, it's not very valid. Well, one, it does get you the extra 25 units and the revive every 4 days, and you can do that all month long. It also lets you experiment with your new champions, your new rank ups. You can see here I got nothing on this map. That happens. That's normal. But yeah, so back to that, you can experiment with your champions. You can get experience with new nodes that Kabam creates. You get experience of fighting new champions and just new combinations and nodes. So event quest, while some may say it's not all that important and the rewards aren't great, it does help you get better at the game. It does help you get more familiar with the game. So I always recommend doing that. And again, on the spectrum of the whale versus the grinding crazy free-to-play player like myself, you can be on either side and anywhere in between, and that's okay. I'm on this other far side, way far away from the whales, but I can complete the content freely without having to use units, which is really nice, whether you're paying for those units or whether you're grinding for those in the arena. So again, you want to get the closest items first. When you get a refill or a revive on this map or any map, once you've hit that tile, it's in your inventory. You can exit, and if you exit and restart, nothing on the map will have changed other than that item will be gone. And so if there were 2 paths that had multiple items, You know, on this one, you got a refill and a refill and a revive. So I could hit up all 3 of those paths. Get one item, restart. Get the other item, restart. And then on that last path, I'd have to go through the whole path, kill the boss, which is Green Goblin. And then when that happens, when I restart again, the map's going to respawn. Now you can leave items on the map. That's okay. Sometimes, you know, if there are 2 refills on path B and path C, and they're at the very end, you know, I'll just get one of them and then I'll complete the map and go again. Because there's a lot of times where the refills, there'll be 2 or 3 on the map that are very, very easy to get and cost very little energy. And sometimes, you know, I think there's been a map up to 3 refills and 2 revives. You can get lots of items from this map. So now, do you just continue to play this? No, again, you're doing this on the 3 days where level up, hero use, and arena is going on. When event quest completion is on, you switch to the event quest. Now, what do you do when you need to get lots of revives? You need to go into Abyss. You need to do a Karina's challenge, whether it's going into the Labyrinth with Star-Lord, or the Labyrinth with the Canada team with Sabretooth, or the Inhumans team, or you need to go kill the Collector with 3-star Cyclops, or maybe Summer of Pain, or whatever. Well, there are other maps that will provide revives. This map does provide revives. It's not my sole source. It's my main source for getting the energy. So there is a variant, and this has been a hot topic recently. There is a variant, the classic version, variant 7, chapter 2.2, with the Spider-Gwen boss, and it is a very, very good place to farm revives. Just a level 1 revive, and that's it. You go in, there is generally one on the map. And again, let me just point this out, that the 5.3.6, the other chapters that might have refills and revives, like 4.1.6, even this variant that has the revives, the variant 7 2.2, it's all RNG based. There will be times where you'll enter and respawn the map and there's nothing there. You go and complete the map and you try again, there's nothing there. But generally speaking, if you are persistent, you will get enough items to be able to complete some content that you're farming for. So sometimes there might be, you know, 2 or 3 maps in a row where there's nothing on there. Just keep going. Don't get your hopes, you know, lost. You know, just keep at it. These maps will respawn, and you might say, "Oh, Kabam's gonna shut that down." Well, they have them there for a reason, and for those that will put the time into it, this stuff is, while you might say it's too easy, well, it does take time and effort. And Kabam, this is a free to play game. Granted, you can spend a lot of money on it, which is what they hope to have happen. And if you spend money on the game, that's great. I applaud your efforts, and you know, it helps keep the lights on for Kabam. It helps keep the game going. But there are the 2 extremes. There's the whales that spend a ton of money. There's the crazy people like myself that play the game a lot and find strategies to try to be efficient and not have to spend any money, but spend time, and time is money. It's just a different currency. And then there's the in-between. So wherever you may be at in the game, that's okay. This is a game. Have fun with it. So whether you're spending a lot of money and you're able to do that, and hopefully you're not going into debt to do such things, that's fine. Spend the money, enjoy the game. If you have the extra time, like myself, to play the game, that's great. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff, and you can be anywhere in between on the spectrum. And that's okay. So let me just give you the quick version of this. Of what I've been trying to explain is, 1, the first step is you want to grind out 5.3.6. It is not an auto fight quest. You do have to fight it. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes. You will get a ton of refills. You can pick up some revives as needed. You want to be doing this for the 3 days that the level up, arena, and the hero use solo events are on. Now in that 4th day, step 2 is where you shift your gears, EQ solo completion turns on, and you go out and bust out to the final milestone of the 34,000 points of whatever event quest completion you can get done. And that's doing all the modes, because you start off with the most beneficial to you, which, you know, for me is the Cavalier mode, and then you drop down to Uncollected, Masters, Heroic, and then lastly Normal. And you will be using the refills that you've been farming from 5.3.6 to do this. And you're going to get units, you're going to probably pick up a number of actual just L1 revives on those maps of the event quest. So it's kind of it just keeps feeding your stash. And then lastly, whenever you decide to tackle some big objective, so this is going into Abyss and completing a path, completing the Labyrinth if you haven't done that, doing one of the Karina challenges that takes a lot of items, then you want to shift your gears to using those refills in Variant 7 Classic 2.2 to farm that for L1 revive. You can auto fight that, you can bust it out so fast. And then lastly, as you have time, farm Realm of Legends, you know, whether you're just hitting up Winter Soldier or you're going all the way through, whatever your favorite team is, there's lots of different ways to do that and do it quickly. That is the formula to being able to get some of these high-end content knocked out with basically 0 units spent, but you're using your time to farm for all of these refills and revives and health potions. Alright, and last up, before we wrap up, I just want to show you how well this method works. So on June 30th, which was 12 days ago, today's July 12th, I did the Star-Lord Karina challenge. I used all my revives. Now I have 15 in my stash, plus the 10 refills, and when I was grinding for all my revives, I ended up with like 7 or so refills in the overflow. But in my overflow now, I have 38 refills. So that's 30-ish refills, plus over these last 12 days, I've been grinding out the EQ completion, so I've probably used another 20. And then as far as the revives go, I have 12 in my overflow. So that means I got 27 revives in the 12 days, plus probably 45 to 50 refills. Now, tell me that doesn't work. Thanks for getting through this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully I was clear and I can follow up with any questions. Comment below. But we're going to have some fun and I'm going to have a little giveaway. So first up, comment below with the hashtag 30K units, and once I get to 50 comments from 50 unique users, I'm going to give away this awesome Cosmic Ghost Rider vinyl sticker. Second giveaway, we're gonna, when we get to 100 likes, and I'll even include dislikes, I'm sure I'll have some of those, I'm going to give away a Flame On Human Torch. When I get to 1,000 views for the third giveaway, I'm going to give away this limited edition unique hologram Falcon sticker. And last up, when I get to 1,500 subscribers for the fourth giveaway, I'm going to give away this awesome Wasp keychain. It's pretty dope. So, you know, in my videos, I'm just doing this for fun. And, you know, I don't think I've really ever asked anybody to like and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff. But if I reach these milestones, I'm going to be giving them away, and I'm going to be doing more giveaways like this. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this is fun. Hopefully you can win something, because I really like these stickers. I have a bunch on the back of my truck. So yeah, I personally think they're really cool. I have more to give away at a later date. And I have some other ideas that I'm going to be doing to do some other cool giveaways that aren't related to these stickers and keychains and whatnot. But again, comment below anything you want with 30K unit hashtag, and that will be your entry in, and hopefully you can win. Thanks fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.